Guys, it's game time. Guys, it's game time. We're going to continue playing Blueprints. Last time on Blueprints, I watched a great deal of the world swish by. It's time for day 2. Day 1, I discovered the 45 square grid, and I detected a large number of the rooms. Since then I have studied the footage and learned as much as I could. Here we go. The flowers are a different color, aren't they? Have the pictures changed? The Ace of Spades, Queen of Diamonds, the man in the bow tie, the man in the suit tie. This room is identical to the way it was. Exploring can be exhausting. Here, we continue to have 1 star. But although everything looks the same, I have been studying. The antechamber reveals the room directory. There are more rooms than these that I've seen. The parlor is a puzzle room. Hopefully the puzzles will be different the next time we go. The storeroom supplied me with general things. Drafting. This room carries a consistent cost. The drafting room requires a gem to place. The den does not cost anything. The pantry does not cost anything. Utility closet is a dead end, does not cost anything. The observatory costs a gem. And then there are the green rooms. This is the most unusual room. And then there's this red room. The chapel is a 3-way red room. There's a red dead end too, the lavatory. I simply burst through the doors last time. Let's see how much I've improved. Corridor, bedroom, or utility closet. Once you have drawn floor plans, you must select one to draft. Even now I learn. I choose corridor. Can I force the room to rotate? I cannot. It will take the shape that is shown. Closet will destroy a valence. Too soon, in my opinion. I choose hallway. And ahead? I choose spare room. Corridor. Looking carefully. Checking cautiously for anything that might be hidden. There could be nothing. The parlor would position exactly where I want it to. Pantry has a large gap on the left. But for now, let's go with the parlor. I'm eager to play the game again. Has it become a rank 1 room? It has. Rank refers to the distance up the front and nothing else. So parlor is now a rank 1 room when it was a rank 2, when it was here. Commence the game. No changes? No changes. The key, please. Checking carefully. The windows now lead to the outside, revealing a river. Very interesting. Here he is, the man himself. Okay, now the puzzle. This box is the black box. That is a lie. This box is the white box. That is a lie. This box is the true box. The blue box contains the gems. It's this one. There it is. 2 gems for me. Now, draw. The rumpus room. The closet. I have the gems I need to open the rumpus room, which would give me lots of coins. I choose the closet because I haven't drawn this room yet. In we go. I receive a key and a dice. This will give me a reroll and 1 key. Let's look around closely. Make sure there's nothing else of value. Picture of blueprints, the airplane, a box. Now we return across the hallway to the far side. The doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. See. This would be a good place to place a room that doesn't have many valences. Let's pause and reflect on the nature of rooms. Here's what I've worked out. Rooms either have 4 doors, in which case it's a plus shape every time. 3 doors, which will always form a T shape. 2 doors, which will form either an L or a straight, or 1 door, which is always a dead end. Rooms that have 3 or 4 add 1 or 2 connections for other rooms to connect to, whereas rooms that have 2 doors don't add connections, and rooms with only 1 door remove a connection. I currently have 3 open valences, 3 connection points. Here we go. The storeroom, a key, a gem, a coin. The commissary, items for sale. It requires a gem. The pantry, 4 coins. I don't wish to add another dead end yet. I'm going to spend a gem and place the commissary to add items for sale to this room. I don't have any coinage though, and we won't step through yet. This hallway, the chapel, the den, the drawing room. How will they be aligned? With a dead door, with 2 live doors, but only 1 valence. And no valences. It's going to be the den. I'll place the den here, which contains a gem, but I've been in that room before. Since I don't have coins, we're going to proceed forward into spare room. A tape gun. What sorts of secrets does this room hide? Well, here's something for sure. This isn't suspicious in the slightest. Right now, the spare room doesn't contain anything of interest, but it could. But it could. Let's roll the door. The storeroom features a supply. It's the security room that I want. View an inventory of all items currently in the house. It costs a gem. Let's open the door. Simon steely-eyed approaches what appears to be a wall of screens. An eerie room. We're gaining a lot of information this time. Right. The music room. And me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 monitors are revealed. Vault. Ballroom. Swimming pool. Casino. Art room. Nursery. Appears to be a dining hall. Walk-in closet. Office. Hall. This empty room? Why is this empty room being monitored? Okay. Some rooms are not being monitored. A cam, B cam, and the computer. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. There is one gem that is currently in the house. Key card system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keypad. Key card system is currently operational. In the case that power is lost, set the key cards to unlocked. Have I got the breaker room? I don't have it yet, no. A night. Staff notice. Effective for the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security and in the laboratory. Talk to me. Remove the sideways scribbles. The password is S something something, 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 and all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, N, O. It's definitely not security. Is that an N? It might be an H. There's definitely a mark down here. This foot indicates N-O. It's not a T. It's too far to the left. It's probably an F or an H. I believe the password is written in a different font to conceal what it might be. I can see vertical bars here, some kind of a slant here, vertical bars here. Is it S-H? I-N-O? These two pipes are too spread apart. What's this supposed to be? I have a feeling it might be a family name. Very well. Until further notice, the antechamber has been locked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So heading to the southeast is the fastest way to gain more rooms safely. You? Could be a you. Roadway. Fishing rod. How will this align? Very well. Perfect. I'll take the nook. This is what I wanted. Access to another key and the last room. I'm already working from one. Thank you. Noteworthy indeed. The key. A second key. Good. As I make my way north, I'll need as many as I can get. A radio. The controls cannot be tampered. Here we go. A dead end would be ideal for this room. I don't want to race the room with a lot of valences. The storeroom. But the problem is I'm burning through steps. As much as I'd like that, we're going to take the guest bedroom. Entering this room will grant me 10 steps. Also within it, sailboat, the 4-star picture. That's the gem picture. Is there a gem hidden in this room? There's a magnifying glass. What's this? Inspect the documents of the estate more closely. That could be super useful. KL. Sinclair? Could it be that the security note refers to Sinclair as the password? Most interesting. The added steps will make it easier to make my way. Hello. So, the stripe is order of operations. A green notebook with red binding. Sinclair has many secrets that he will take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all 4 sides. There must be a way to open it. Interesting how the grid has small breaks just here. As though the grid is not perfect. Thank you for the clue on the billiard puzzle. Sure enough, rank 3, Nook. Why don't we take a closer look at this? Swan Song. Got it. Then, since I have the measure, let's use it. Let's log in. SWANSONG. Hi. What you got for me? Why don't we start with glossary of terms? Adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoined if they are connected to each other via a passageway. Very good. Bedroom. One of the most common type of rooms. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by the violet borders of their floor plans. Color. Color indicates the type of rooms. Blue is blueprints, the default type. Yellow for shops, green for green rooms, orange for hallways. Violet for bedrooms. Red rooms are special. Dead end. A dead end is a room that has no doorway. If a room ever has additional doorways, it is not considered a dead end even if those doorways are blocked. The lavatory is such a dead end. So is the storeroom and the closet. Directory. The directory contains detailed information for all rooms on the estate that you have drafted. You may access it at any time by pressing R. When you're not using the computer, buddy, chill out. Dirigiblocks. In the commissary, people may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. The cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years, but this house can change itself anytime it wants. The commissary. We will be in the commissary soon. Drafting. This action of selecting a floor plan from the 3 options presented to you after clicking a door is known as drafting. Draft pool. The draft pool is the total collection of currently available floor plans, from which 3 are drawn at the beginning of each draft. What is in the pool is currently a secret. We assume there are at least 45 rooms. Draw. Drawing is the initial pulling of the 3 floor plans from the draft pool at the beginning of the drafting. To illustrate the difference between drawing and drafting, remember, 3 floor plans are drawn, but only 1 is drafted. The East Wing. The East Wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very right edge of the house. These could potentially be green rooms because they touch the outside, couldn't they? Grounds. The outdoor area of the estate immediately surrounding the house. The grounds include many areas of interest, including the campsite, the apple orchard, and the west path. The orchard is locked by a number lock that I don't have the answer to yet. Entry. Certain rooms have an effect that is only triggered upon physically entering the room. These are marked on their floor plans by an icon of an open door. Hallway. Orange floor plans, known as hallways, are rooms that often contain many doors. They provide architects the means to branch off into different paths, allowing for greater flexibility and the adding of more valances, so that we don't get stuck so easily. House. The house refers to the 45 floor plan grid of Mount Holly. Only the rooms currently drafted are considered part of the house. Estate. The estate refers to all the explorable areas of Mount Holly, including all the rooms currently drafted and the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms, as shown on the blueprint. Exhaust. When your steps reach 0, you're exhausted and too tired to continue. You must call it a day. History. As an architect, you may wish to view previous layouts and room configurations from days past. Access it from the System menu. Inventory. The items you've collected on any given day can be viewed and inspected from the Blueprint tab menu. Floor plan. The life of every room begins as a floor plan, a square paper sketch drawn by an architect. From a pool of potential ideas, the draft pool. Items. Items refer both to special items, unique ones in your inventory, as well as resource items such as keys, gems, and gold. Objects found on the estate must be left behind whenever you call it a day. Gems are valuable resources used by architects to draft special floor plans. Keys. Keys are a common resource used to open up locked doors and chests in the estate. There are also some unique special keys that can unlock special doors or rooms that only appear in specific locations in the house, which means the 46th room has a specific location and it probably requires a special key to open it. I see. Glossary of terms. Feature on the network that you are now perusing. As you progress, entries marked ? Will be revealed. Keycard door. Electronic powered doors of reinforced steel that can only be accessed by a keycard are considered security locked. These doors appear with more frequency the higher up in rank you are in the house. Gold coins. Gold is the currency by which you can purchase goods and services from shop rooms on the estate. Locked. As you explore the house, you will find that some doors are locked. To continue exploring, you must use a key. Locked doors appear more often the higher in rank you are in the house. Green room. Floor plans that have a green border are known as green rooms. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. Very interesting. There may be more to this. Luck. We all need a bit of it. Certain items in rooms can raise your luck, increasing the chance you will find additional items in rooms on your estate. Mechanical. These are rooms that are often heavy in mechanics and contain control systems that can interact with other rooms on the estate, marked by the symbol of a gear. The power source is in the boiler room. The laboratory features experimental features, and the utility closet features the breaker box. With the breaker box, I can cut power to the security doors now, and since power is off, and thanks to this machine, they will unlock, and I will be able to pass through the security doors without a key. An interesting combination. I wonder if there's a penalty for that. Each morning, the house returns to its default position and all drafted rooms and inventory and resources are reset. However, if you manage permanent changes to the house, they will not reset. I don't think I've managed any such change. Network. Each terminal on the estate is connected to a local network called Blackbridge. Writing it down. This network allows users to remotely connect to other active terminals, as well as providing access to staff services and other handy features like this glossary. Security locked. Electronic powered doors of reinforced steel that can... Yes, we've already read that. Permanent. Most things on the estate reset from one day to the next. It's the nature of the house. However, a few things are permanent and usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day, such as stars when you place the observatory. Special floor plan. These floor plans are slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. They offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Rank. Each row of rooms in your house make up a rank. As you progress north, the rank increases. There are 9 ranks listed on Mount Holly's official blueprint. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. Very interesting. Special item. An item that is unique and inventory bound, as opposed to resource items such as keys, gems, or coins. An example of a special item is the spare car keys. Rarity. How often a floor plan is drawn from the drafting pool is determined by its rarity. There are 4: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. I haven't seen any rare rooms yet. Spread. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on your estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. There is a room called the locker room. I have become aware of it now. Redraw. Some rooms and items allow you to throw back the first 3 items drawn from the drafting pool for a fresh set of potential rooms. This is known as drafting new floor plans. Stars. There are several ways to increase the amount of stars visible in the night sky. The easiest method, of course, is drafting observatories. Each additional star creates new formations of constellations, which in turn provide beneficial effects. Red room. Beware the rooms of red. They offer powerful expansion options, but come at a dangerous cost. The lavatory simply appears to be a red wall. I wonder why that room exists. I should place it when I have a chance. Terminal stations. Tomorrow. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belong to a set of special category of floor plans. Tomorrow rooms. They are marked with a clock symbol. Ooh, sauna grants you extra. The mailroom, the coat check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Very interesting. Trunk. A small wooden chest, often found in rooms, always locked, and usually containing a few items of interest. West wing. The west wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very left edge of the house, and they are more frequently locked. Staff services. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month, except you, Simon. So if you're reading this just now, we're all rooting for you. Well, thank you. This was from Saturday, November 7th. Your friends in faithful service. Punch in and out. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly, and all domestic staff has been placed on extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. There will not be any clocking in or out while Simon is taking his test. I see. Request schedule change. Quit that, you. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is taking special orders for all members of the staff, including Simon. Simon will place a special order. What would you like? A brass compass, a magnifying glass, a metal detector, running shoes, a shovel, a sleeping mask, or a sledgehammer. Can you give me a compass, please? This order will take 1 to 2 days. Order accepted. Email. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed from the office. Find the office. Data transfers. Data transfers from Synca are not currently available. Sorry, check in later. Thank you for visiting us, Simon. You did well getting past the password. All right, let's get moving again, shall we? There is still a gem in the den. Shall we see if this door opens? It does. Launder currency. Pantry. Let me check. If I choose the lavatory, I will block an entrance. There's no way to open a new room. I can either give myself no, this will actually open another path. Right. I have the steps to spend. Let's do this. I choose to place the pantry. Behind the door, banana. 3 steps. We may have an extra guest exploring the house. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And here's the change. 4 coins. A kitchen scale. Leave it in the pantry. So it was. And here's a banana for you, sir. A grinder. Coffee. Let's choose a room. The bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. I would be able to regain 4 steps. Or the storeroom. Or the bedroom. The bedroom would allow me to enter the next room without facing a penalty, because every time you enter the room, it cancels out the other room. The bunk room would count as 2 bedrooms, but lock me off of an entire section of the house. I'd like to have the storeroom, but I don't have any valances. I need the bedroom. In we go. A key! Nice! Regaining steps. Different picture! Yep, the crescent moon. Her earrings are pearl. I wonder who she is. This has become a match. Paintings do change. What is the significance? Is it simply random? Greetings from Reddington. The very unusual cliff face. What's with these dots? Not in the middle, is it? What am I looking for here? What is the point of this notch? It must be here for a reason. What that reason is, I can't say. I didn't gain any information from looking at that. Not this time. The drawer does not open. Ever since that moment that I found a coin on the ground, I've been willfully careful about that. The breaker box! Do I dare? The chapel will cost me my coins. Let's place the utility closet. Switch this off. VAC indicators. Huh? Something flashed. I'll check the footage again later. These controls each have switches. Switch the garage on. The cabinet does not have a switch. Because I don't know. Okay, the key card entry system is off. With it offline, the gym, the dark room, and the garage are all on. Bugs. Now we return the way we came. Regenerating 2 more steps. Canceling out the bedroom. Much as I'd like to have more rooms, again, we're taking a very specific path. It's going to tire me out to make my way back through. Checking carefully. What do we have here? Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies unless written by hand. Oh no. I'd been taking everything at face value. Oh, you dirty dogs. What did that message in the corridor say? I'll review the footage later today. We're not done yet. Not even close. Red memos are lies unless written by hand. The den contains a gem. Do I need a gem right now? I might need a gem. Am I willing to sacrifice a turn on it? I think I am. Let's go into the den. Barriered off. Here's the gem. Looking around. Clocks all indicate the same thing. It's 3:15. A pawn. Many clocks. The bat. Which room I draft here determines how much farther I can go. I have no choice. Let's just get it over with. The chapel. If I draft the observatory, the run ends. Terrace will not help. My only choice is to draft the chapel. It will cost me a coin to enter it. So we must pass through this room exactly once. And it won't be here. I'm going to spend steps instead to loop around. Red. This is a lie. Annual Maids Day. All items up to 50% off days 20 and 21. By the Mount Holly Commissary. Here's the game. The Ouija blocks, and it is in fact broken, as commented. This is a lie. With, without. Swan song. Yeah. What's with this? Times. 12:15 and 6:15. What happens at 12:15 and 6:15? Four diamonds. With, without. The pictures. This one has it. This one doesn't. What do you mean? This one has it. This one doesn't. It's not giving me any answers easily, is it? You may shop. You may buy one gem. That's what's on sale today. Deal. We must now pass through this room. I don't seem to remember these red things being here. Bishop. The picture of the 8th angel is hidden behind this wall. It's hard to see what it is from this side. But if I were to view it from the outside, I would know exactly what it is. Let's very carefully check the benches.